Hi there, welcome to week 3 of It's About Me journey. Today we're going to focus on what you want to be, do and have. By now you should be in the habit of repeating your affirmations in the morning and evening, and you should also have a purpose statement which you are arranging all your activities around. I would also like to thank you for the feedback thus far, and please do keep the questions coming, because as you learned last week, by allowing me to be part of your journey, it helps me fulfill my purpose. So let's get started on today's topic with a brilliant quote from Ben Stein, the actor and author. The indispensable first step in getting the things you want out of life is this: decide what you want. If you were to describe success, what would it look like? No doubt it would include all the things you want to experience, accomplish and acquire, including things on your bucket list. Unfortunately, many of us have this whole thing backwards. We start with what we want to have first, then later on in life, we find ourselves at a point where we realize we don't know either why we are here or what our life purpose is. We don't have the inner success we expected, and the deep sense of joy that should come from living a life of purpose is completely missing. But before you throw your hands up in horror and just give up, remember, here's the encouraging thought. No matter what your age or your circumstance, you can always decide to do things differently. You can start the process of deciding what you want today. I think the first thing we have to remember is you were born without inhibitions or fears. You cried when you were hungry, you crawled all over the place, you laughed at silly noises and faces. But as you got older, you were told to stop crying, to grow up, to stop being selfish. You learned to ignore the things you really wanted and to fit in with what your parents, your teachers, or society told you was best. Now, it's time to unlearn and replace these childhood decisions. When we allow others to dictate our wants or determine what we should do with our life, we end up settling with whatever is handed to us, or worse, pursuing a life we simply don't enjoy. I've personally seen where this leads: a life of depression, anxiety, stress, and a whole list of negative outcomes. Remember, your life is exactly that. It's yours. No one can determine what your life experience should be other than you. Let's take a look at this week's assignment. First of all, I would like you to write down 30 things you want to do, 30 things you want to have, and 30 things you want to be before you die. The big things, cars and houses, will probably be at the top of the list. But as you work your way down, you'll rediscover your core values, like making a difference or a loving relationship with my spouse or children. I know we think we can't make a living doing the things we love. When you write them down and really think through what it would be like to pursue those activities every day and how others pursue them already, you'll discover you can make a career out of doing what you love. I'd like you to find a comfortable place that's quiet, and then I want you to clarify your vision of the ideal life, being clear and specific. Include these 7 areas: work and career, finances, fun and recreation, health and fitness, personal goals, relationships, and your contribution to the larger community. If you think this may be too much trouble, here's a great saying by Michelangelo, who spent 4 years on his back painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The greater danger for most of us is not that your aim is too high and we miss it, but it's that it is too low and we reach it. Wow, that's something to think about. To assist you with your affirmations for this week, here are 2. I'm letting go of childhood programming that holds me back and replacing it with positive thoughts and images about my future life. The second one, I'm focused on what I truly want for my life based on my own values and life experience. If you have any questions about this week's assignment, please feel free to contact me. I would also like to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free, because besides this 6-week journey, I put up other videos that you may find useful along the way. I want to say thank you for watching this video, but more importantly, thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey, and I look forward to next week, where we're going to look at believing it's possible.